Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom, back again to discuss more Championship transfer action after that rather incredible Pontus Jansson news earlier in the week. Another part of the jigsaw has occurred today with the sale of Ezri Konsa from Brentford to Aston Villa for £12 million. Konsa, a centre-back, been at Brentford just one season. Obviously, Jansson went into Brentford and a lot of debate. Oh, what's going on here? Are Brentford going on it? Is somebody going out the door pretty soon? Well, somebody has gone out the door and Konsa is that man. What have Villa bought? Well, they've got a player that Dean Smith has now signed twice, because obviously he was Brentford manager in close season last season when Konsa was purchased from Charlton as a mere 20-year-old. But he did have some pedigree, two pretty established seasons in League One as a centre-half. 16-17 he played 32 appearances, and then 17-18 up to 39 appearances. So definitely established himself down in the third tier. Up he goes to Brentford. We know the Brentford model. They bring players in, they give them a chance, and if they get a good offer, they sell them because they believe so strongly in their scouting. And as again now they've proved over and over that they are the masters of quickly turning over players and making a profit and bridging that gap between no parachute money and parachute money, which is so hard to do in the Championship. So Konsa arrived at Brentford, as I said, age 20, pretty much straight into the team under Dean Smith in a back four, it has to be said, with Chris Mepham, his partner. Brentford start the season well, all's good, they're up in the top two, and then the Villa job becomes available. The results start to go even before Smith actually goes off to Aston Villa. But he leaves for Villa October the 10th. Thomas Frank takes over and the form indeed falls off. And it was a switch that involved Konsa that actually gets Brentford back on track. Only when Thomas Frank switched to a 3 at the back, it was like a 3-4-3. They moved away from what Dean Smith was doing in the end, was when the form picked up. And you've got Konsa moved out. He's a right-sided centre-back at this point. Janvier comes into the middle. Mepham, and then latterly Barbe, because Mepham, another one off the production line, he then leaves for Bournemouth for £12 million, pretty much the same fee, a bit more for Mepham, I think, but around the same fee that they've got for Konsa today. I would say Konsa becomes one of the mainstays, but obviously Barbe is in there a little bit older and he's not playing that central position. Janvier's looking after that, but certainly Brentford happy to put their trust in young centre-backs throughout all their time in the Championship. So Konsa basically plays the whole of the Championship season, looks comfortable, 42 league starts. Birmingham, fact check me on that, 42 appearances, might not be 42 starts. Did I say Birmingham? I'm getting right confused. Brentford finish in 11th position. So Villa have themselves a 21-year-old centre-back who's known to their manager, 130 plus career starts, 87% pass completion too. So he is obviously, it's difficult to say which one came first, the Smith blueprint or the Brentford blueprint. Maybe both have informed the other, let's just say. Although if it's true what they say about Brentford and the overarching style, then the Brentford blueprint came first. Either way, it's a good fit because off he goes to play for Dean Smith again. Villa, well, they signed Tyrone Mings for quite a bit of money, 26 million, we think. He's a left-footed centre-half. Smith really wants balance here. I wondered whether they'd go for Tuan Zabi, who finished the season there with Mings. Both the centre-backs were loanees, though, so Villa really had to do something. Smith not at all into Steve Bruce's centre-backs, although the caveat to that is James Chester did get an injury, so we'll see what happens there. But Smith likes those centre-halves to come apart and be able to receive the ball and open the play out right from there, and then the midfielder is going to tuck in between the two of them. So the thing I'm wondering is, does Konsa come in as a starter? Is he going to be Ming's partner? Is he in and then they go and they develop him, and if it's a rough ride to begin with, then so be it, and he develops in the Premier League? Or is he going to be drip fed in? I'd be interested in Villa fans' thoughts on that. I know they've been linked with Tuan Zabi. That's kind of a no-brainer, being he's been there on loan twice. But we'll see what they do centre half-wise as the window continues. Obviously, big upside. England under 21 international sell-on value will be good. Young player, looks like a good signing to me. And I say this about promoted teams without being too defeatist. I know Villa is a big club. You need to sign players who, if you do go back down, that you can bounce with, that can either stay with you and do it all again. And Konsa knows how to do that. Or, like I say, have a nice big resale value so they can bounce up, and you can do it with Brentford and make a profit. So Brentford, really, we just have to applaud over and again Brentford's recruitment, their quick turnover, and their ability to make a profit. I believe Brentford can now charge a Brentford tax on players because people know they're going to be so well scouted. I just had a little look on these quick returns. Listen to this. Mepham, 12 million. Konsa, 12 million. Gray, 11 million. Hogan, 9.5 million. Woods, 6.5 million. Hotter, 5.85. Yanaris, just so 5 million. Adebayo, 4.5 million, and then they got him back on a free. Egan, 4 million. Tarkowski, 3.6 million, and I believe they're going to get a nice sell-on for him if that deal goes through. Forshaw, 3.5 million. So, really, Brentford have got to be the flag bearer for those teams in the Championship who want to try and bridge that gap and have a little bit, excuse me, I've got something stuck in my teeth, have a little bit of ambition and want to push and spend. It's a quick turnover, but they're happy to do it, and they always seem to pull out new players. Now, there was a lot of debate on the video I put up about Pontus Jansson. I won't say Brentford fans got salty about it, but a lot of them said to me, well, Ben, we don't have to sell now. You know, we've banked all this money, all that huge, great list of players I've just read. If we want to go for it this season, we will go for it. So it looks like Brentford might be moving into a bit of a different bracket now as a kind of strong top 8 challenger. They don't have parachute money, which obviously dwarfs everything else. But if this is true, what all these Brentford fans are telling me, and maybe they don't have to get rid of Ben Rama, or they don't have to get rid of Mopai, especially now Konsa has gone, then more power to them, and it would be a lovely little slide through and change of strategy. It just strikes me as the Brentford model seems to be, we're going to back our recruitment, and if we do get a good offer that we deem good enough, we will sell, because the production line just keeps on going. Nordgaard in from Fiorentina. Excuse me, I've forgotten his name, but another Danish under-21 midfielder in Raya has come from Blackburn. And when we look at the potential back three now, Barbe and Konsa have gone. You've got Pontus Jansson in there. Janvier will develop, and Pinnock has been bought in from Barnsley. So you see what I mean about the quick recycling, the quick turnover, the production line. Brentford can sell, but I'm interested, will they keep Mopai and Ben Rama? Because you have to start looking at this now. We're all going to start doing our predictions. If you're showing me a Championship team with an established pattern of play that's invested, that now has say Raya in goal, who's an established goalkeeper, replacing Bentley, who's gone off, Pontus Jansson, side Ben Rama, Neil Mopai, and if they keep Sawyers, you're now starting to look, Molly Watkins, starting to look at a very, very decent team. Just strikes me every year they've been unsettled by further sales. So we'll see what happens for Brentford going forward. One of the rare ones, looks a good deal for both, to be honest, where they both are. So let me know, hit me up in the comments. If you're a Villa fan, are you happy with the signing? Are you happy with the fee? And smarten me up, because I don't know. Is he going to go in next to Mings in a back four as the right footer, as the centre-half pair? Are they going to entrust a young guy there up in the Premier League? Brentford, is the machine going to continue and maybe Janvier goes next, or someone else goes next? Or are Brentford now going to push? The new stadium's going to be here. I think the quote I read was in good time for 2021 season. So we don't know when they're going to move there, but could be during the back end of this season. We will see. Don't know for certain about that. However, are Brentford now going to make the push? Are they going to go for it this season? Let me know what you think. Brentford fans, your thoughts on Konsa and his season there. Moreover, your thoughts on the model of Brentford, and is it now going to change and just shift up a gear, and you know, you're going to start to spend some of that money you have accumulated so cleverly? That has to be said. Brentford fans, I wasn't in any way taking a pot shot when I said, oh, I think Mopo's going. It's all just based on the model I've seen, but be interested to see how it pans out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Interesting stuff. Sorry I didn't do anything on Jay Rodriguez or, God, the new Millwall winger. There's been a few good ones. I'll do another full update maybe early next week, but I wanted to just do this one to connect the dots with Janssen from earlier in the week. Let me know any videos you'd like to see on the channel, and I'll try and get them done while we're still in the close season. Follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom. Tonight I'll be on All Leeds TV, chatting with them on Instagram, so check that out. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for the notifications. Really hotting up now. It's hotting up in this car as well, so I need to get out of here. Championship season nearly upon us. Friendlies already going. Cannot wait. See you soon.